Dissecting The Song.
Suicide Sunday.
Welcome back, Suicide Sunday.
It's good to be with you all. It's good for you to be with us.
Yes.
G
59.
59.
Okay.
That's who we are. Maybe some of you already self-identify as B59. G59.
G59.
Sorry, I was thinking bnrmedia.com where you can find the merch. You already know what it is. Become a member. $2.99. Again, $2.99 a month. We're going to have a full album review on there. And we're going to offer discounts to our merch store for the members so that they can have a little bit extra. And we'll figure out other things as well.
Early access to Suicide Sunday. You guys can do Suicide Saturdays. If you guys want
can get a head start on Suicide Sunday.
And I am Jose.
And I am Jos.
Okay.
We forgot to introduce ourselves in one of the videos, but that's okay. You might not even care about what our name is. So one of the things that we did want to say is you already know. And if you don't know... Now you know.
Suicide Sunday.
They are our sponsor, especially for Suicide Sunday.
Yeah, and your sponsor for Suicide Sunday.
Because sometimes you need to
your last meal
and eat a cookie. Sometimes that's all you need.
It's nice. That'll you're like, yeah. Actually, not gonna lie, because when you're having a tough day and you have like a good cookie or a good cookie and ice cream,
it changes your day.
It's like, okay, dude.
It can save your life.
Yeah,
even if you're diabetic.
I was overreacting, dog. I was crashing out.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Look, if your man's is arguing with you, give him a cookie, and maybe he'll bite it and be like, you know what? You're right, babe.
And they come in this cool box. You guys might have seen it in some of our other videos.
Yep.
Sneaker box, basically.
Yeah, they have one also that is reminiscent of the Yeezy sneaker boxes as well.
Yeah.
They have a Louis Vuitton
one.
That's like an exclusive one. I don't know if it'll be limited time, but either way, don't wait. Go to dunkcookies.com. They ship nationwide, so you don't have to be in Utah to enjoy dunked cookies. So shout out to them. Anyways, we're going to be getting to Suicide Sunday. And again, we shouted this out. Deshay_beats, thank you for the suggestions on the song. Do you remember the name of the song?
No, I forgot.
Okay. It's Avalon.
Avalon.
It's an older song.
Okay, I was like Toyota Camry, Toyota Avalon.
Avalon, correct. I wonder if
discontinued
they have for obvious reasons. Maybe it contributed to Suicide Sunday.
A lot of Asians driving those,
Who knows where they're gonna go? But that being said, a lot of people have been mentioning like, oh, these are old. A lot of people seem to like the older songs. I don't know if it's nostalgia. These guys have been around for a while,
but it's like that with most of the artists. If you think about it, even our favorite artists, when they came out, it's like, oh man, they were so dope.
Especially if you were younger when you listened to them, because it just kind of takes you back to a time that you enjoyed.
Sorry to interrupt, but I was like thinking, because we have the Suicideboys, that's going to be our goal if you guys help us get there.
To the concert.
Go to the concert.
Here to Salt Lake City, Utah.
But, now... Oh, and somebody said that they were like the third highest like rap thing.
That's true.
And they were independent.
And they're independent.
But they were the third biggest act. So like they're like behind. If they had like a machine, like they would probably be like easily number one, right?
Yeah, and that's the same with shout out to Russ. I don't listen to much Russ, but he's also independent, and he's one of the most like streamed artists too.
But I think it would be cool, like maybe the reason too why they like him back, the Suicideboys from back in the day. Like imagine before they like blew up, like going to their shows when it was like all this energy in a small venue. That must have been crazy.
Of course, and it seems like they probably keep that same energy.
Yeah.
But
when you can see them like this close,
of course,
like, you're right there. You can probably jump into the crowd. And, like, some of these songs are fucking crazy, So be that hype, you got to scream, oh, Ruby, freaking.
Yeah, not to pass judgment. It also looks like a lot of you guys might partake in some of these recreational drugs, which I'm not here to judge you for. I'm just
saying. A couple snow leopards out there, right?
A couple gray gorillas.
And not the glue.
And some Northside dragons, or whatever it is they call themselves. And we appreciate the answers, too. You guys answer a lot of our questions and inquiries about these gentlemen. And we found out that Snow Leopard is Ruby's nickname.
Yeah.
And he had some other crazy nickname as well.
They have cool nicknames. Mine is Host Beefy 666.
Maybe we should do drugs?
No, let's do this video. Let's go on. I'm already on Kepra, okay? I got to ask my doctor.
Hey, Kepra, quiet. We're going to be listening to this song.
Oh, snap, huh? Look at that, dude. That was Trump this weekend. Look at that.
It sounds oriental with the little flutes, and it looks like a Godzilla movie.
The vocals sound really cool.
They're clean, very clean.
Yeah.
the damage to my lungs. Ay, dope smoking, gun toting, I'm a killer's killer. Pill popper, I don't know a lot who really sick of. Full of nigga, Coney drinker, fucking up my liver. Pull the trigger up the thriller to the highest bidder. Ooh la la, what's the vibe, pussy bar? AK boom, put them in they tomb, take lives just because. Say nah, I'm a five from the drugs. Been that hoe, get a bitch some dick, she did off of my nut.
Okay.
He's got so much drugs in his system.
Good for him.
Got my face tatted on her thigh.
It's a cheap way to get off.
Realest motherfucker from the fight. Every meal the last supper when you got.
Every meal last supper when you're gone. Dude, that's a
pretty
crazy
crazy, right?
bar. Oh man, the things these guys say. Every meal is the last supper when you're gone. Dude.
Send me the fucking natty and I'll see y'all in a second. Keys to the fleet with caddy, push to start the 911. Drive, they bitch you crazy, yeah, they always trying to date me, trying to save me. It's all because I suck a titties
Like a baby.
Yo, you want better about your back, I never front. You want products, I got the match, I up the change, except the chunk.
This is the Lord of Loneliness.
Yeah, this is
Knock the
Ruby.
piss out of pussy boy. Snort a 30 off the 40, let it bust.
Another pussy boy
Give me
comment.
bread, watch how quick I start to duck. I put 50 on the toe, she put 50 in my cup. What with all this racket, what the fuck with all this fuss? We be unapproachable, but still they bomb rush. Oh my, suicide, you're that guy, you're that guy. You're that guy who wanna die,
That was
what's
hard
your
right there,
sign?
huh?
She a 9 personality borderline. She tried to stand me up, but I dicked her down and bent her spine.
I like the little accent change he did right there.
Shake down and get the spine. Go back a little bit?
That
Well,
what
we can
part?
go through it a little bit, no?
Yeah, it's a short enough
This is a
song.
short
We can
song.
listen
Let's
to
just
it
run it
twice.
back. You think so?
Yeah, we'll listen to it twice.
I like how it got in.
Dude, the hardest bar I've heard in a rap song in probably a while. Every meal is the last supper when you're gone. What a crazy bar.
Dude,
Sorry, do you
I
want?
would just think it's like, dude, if you hung out with the Suicide Boys, dude, you would like we would lose like
We would have to do drugs.
15 years of our life. But then it looks like they've been doing it for so long. It's just like a regular day.
And I don't mean we'd have to do drugs to be accepted. I feel like they would accept us if they wanted to accept us how we are. I'm just saying we'd have to do drugs to keep up with this train of thought.
Yeah, to be merch in the experience. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? We want to be in the
absolutely.
full AI.
We want to look like we're in this city.
We want to be. We want to be deep in the suicide verse.
Yeah,
you know
we
what
want
I
to be
mean?
in this city that's blowing up. That's what it'll look. All that smoke, all that angel dust. I don't know what you guys are doing
Yeah,
nowadays.
and I know they're
but-
sober now, but it's like I could tell why you're sober, bro. There's like probably no more drugs to do. You know?
Yeah, you've experienced it all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like at that point, probably the best high is to be sober. If you think about it.
Well, yeah, because it's such a different experience that you're raw dogging life when that's all I've ever done.
And bending her over and what was it?
Well, she gets off on his nut
Oh, that
or
was
gets
crazy.
high from her nut
yeah.
or whatever it was. Yeah.
Dang, can you imagine doing that many drugs? You have sex, so even the baby comes out fucked up. You know.
Looking like Benjamin Button, but he's not gonna reverse in age. He's just gonna
Dude,
stay
that baby,
way.
dude, it's like it's on meth. It comes out running, you know.
Runny nose. He's already scratching his veins. You know,
Load it up.
he's already addicted to sugar of the booger variety. Just
Comes out
I
with
don't
this
know
little blade. He's like digging his way out of this.
oh, I know and we know he's a feminist because he's pro heroin. You know, it's just like I love female
I
heroes.
love her.
Heroin.
Load it up. I wonder why it's called Avalon too, you know?
Psycho bar to the mental, I'm a
Dawn.
In the wards, got the Fenty in my
They talk about fentanyl a lot in this one.
Oh, they're talking about the brand Fendi. No, I'm kidding.
Dope smoking, gun toting, I'm a killer's killer. Pill popper, I don't know a lot who really sick of. Full of nigga, Coney drinker, fucking up my liver.
I like that part too.
Trigger up the thriller to the highest bidder. Ooh la la, what's the vibe?
Pussy boy.
Boom, put 'em in their tune take live just because.
You're gonna start saying that, huh?
What's the vibe,
Pussy boy, pussy boy.
What's the vibe, pussy boy? Just hold on.
What's the vibe, pussy boy?
Ooh la la, what's the vibe, pussy boy? AK boom, put 'em in their tune take live just because.
Just saying that to someone is crazy.
What's the vibe, pussy boy?
Hey, pussy boy.
There's that line. Here we go.
Say nah, I'm a vibe from the guts. When that hoe get a bit some dick, she get off
For
on
my
my
nut.
She gon' deep throat it till she cry.
That's hot.
Got my face tatted on her thigh.
That's harder.
Realest motherfucker from the vibe. Every meal the last supper when you got.
All these guys, how they did all the drugs. Look at that. They're throwing fentanyl in the whole city.
I think that was Astro World, right?
That's that Mexican fentanyl. Look at that. El Chapo.
Keys to the fleet with caddy. Push the start to the 911. Drive, they make you crazy. Yeah, they always trying to date me. Trying to save me. It's all because I suck a titties
Like a baby.
Make me all you want, better mind your back. I never front. You want products, I got the budget. Nothing changed except the chunk.
I want to suck some titties like a baby. You know, you just wanted to say that.
It's relaxing.
Oh yeah, it's nurturing. You know,
Absolutely.
that's how I wanted to say that really quick.
Knock the piss out of the
Pussy boy.
Knock the piss out of pussy boy. Snort a 30 off the 40, let it bust.
Snort a 30 off the 40. Why would you do drugs off a gun? I wouldn't want
And
the.
it busted. You know, look at that.
I have a 40 and
Dude, he's getting everything to bust. You know what I mean?
everything. Dude, man, they should.
This crime
They
scene
should
is-
send him to Iran.
Oh,
you
this
know?
is
Just-
dope. Epstein wouldn't invite him on his island. You know what I mean?
the 40, let it bust. Give me bread, watch how quick I start to
Duh,
duck.
that
I
was
put
pretty cool
50
too,
on
yeah.
the toe, she put 50 in my cup. What with all this racket, what the fuck with all this fuss? We be unapproachable, but still they bomb rush. Oh my, suicide, you're that guy. You're that guy who wanna die. What's your sign?
your
She
sign?
a 9 personality borderline. She tried to stand
Stand
me
me
up,
up.
but I take her down and bend her
Spine.
spine.
That was like that suicide girl that I was talking to. Remember I told you she had the
But I take her down and bent her spine. What'd you say about the
suicide girl that I was talking to. Remember I told you she had a tattoo right there, like by her
Okay,
spine.
yeah.
And she was skinny, you know, so you could see that spine.
Yeah,
right there.
maybe she had a surgery upcoming, and you just it wasn't a tat.
I wanted to school her osis. You know what I mean?
The surgeon is like, dude, I can't forget what the spine looks like.
That's
So,
scoliosis. Yeah.
yeah.
This song was fun. It was
Super fun
This one was
song.
like funny. You know, it was like
It was.
fun, funny.
I do like that they can say bars and not take themselves hyper literally.
yeah.
I mean, some of it I'm sure is very literal. But the other part is having fun is a big part of music, in my opinion. If you're not having fun with the music, I think that might translate to your music where your fan base might be a bit too stuffy.
You know, that's a good point because, like, you would say maybe kind of a rap equivalent to kind of this was like Eminem. You know how he had kind of
Yep.
like, but it's not like he has some funny songs. You know what I mean? When
Yeah.
he's like having fun, but these guys like it's
They
not.
sprinkle it in there.
Yeah, and it's like all the songs are completely different vibes. You know,
Yes.
with Eminem is like you kind of know what you're going to expect,
His funny songs are exactly that. They're almost like
like comedy.
yeah,
you
just
know.
clownish, and not in the sense
Yeah.
like not a clown like an insult, but they're kind of too jovially clowny. Yeah.
Yeah. But it's
So-
like these guys like they're saying like crazy shit. It's fun, and then it's like the beat's good,
Yeah.
and like you said, it's like they're not even trying. So that's what makes it kind of cool too.
Yeah,
you know?
these guys have great variety. Always fun to listen to these songs. I haven't heard a song yet that I don't like. I'm sure maybe one day I'll run into one, but until then, I've enjoyed them all. What song should
I
we
wonder
listen
if
to?
Eminem would hang out with the Suicideboys. You think?
I-
I saw Drake took a picture with the Suicideboys.
He took a picture with them.
Yeah, he had a picture with the Suicideboys.
I was about to ask, do you guys know if a lot of the mainstream artists even mess with these guys because they're independent? So the labels are like, no, you're not going to mess with them because there's that kind of barrier that they have to keep.
Yeah.
And they're two white boys, so I don't know if that affects them as well because they're so crazy. That I unfortunately that happens to be a thing, but you know people like
Oh, don't collab with them. They're gonna throw Fenty and bend your spine.
Yeah.
No homo.
they'll throw Fenty on your toes. You know?
And you know the rappers, dude. You say something like that, they'll probably get scared. You know the brothers.
Of course, absolutely. So What song list do they normally play at their concerts? That'd be something interesting
like
to know.
a set list.
Because if we're gonna go to the concert, I'm sure there
We're
might
gonna
be
be
a
there
song or
playing
two that-
Antarctica.
I want to make sure I know the songs they're playing so that I can sing along to it.
Up, you know?
Because there's at least 4 that I at least want to be played there.
Oh, they have to send us dude. If like whoever goes first, we'll have to see what
send
cities
a set list.
and send us the set list. You know?
Yeah, check out wherever they're at. If you guys are in a different state, that will hit before Salt Lake.
Oh, dude, and maybe for the members, we can do like a suicide. If we go to the concert, we can do like a Suicide Sunday vlog when we go to the.
Yeah, we'll give you a little insight for when we're there.
It'll be cool, so they can we can show them Utah. You know.
Yeah, for sure.
We can throw a couple crucifixes at a church.
We'll go to a local Taco Bell. We'll go. I'm kidding. Well, maybe we'll go to a restaurant, but not Taco Bell, obviously.
No.
I like Taco Bell, but we're not gonna go to that.
Somewhere nasty, you know, where they put blades and fentanyl in your food. We'll go to a Mexican
A rag
restaurant.
of chloroform. You know? We're gonna go to the hospital. But thank you guys for tuning in. Suicide Sunday, always a pleasure.
Take care, guys.
Take care and take off.